Well, folks, we are live right now for New York Mets baseball. Jacob Misarowski's pitching. Here's the 0-1 pitch to AJ Ewing. Another swing and a miss. 0-2. So quickly down in the count. 0-2 right now. We are live right now, folks. And look, the Mets, for the last few years, they've been coming to Milwaukee. It's been tough for them. 0-2 pitch. That's going to miss 103 miles per hour. That is going to miss outside. Jacob Misarowski, New York Mets. Let's see if the Mets can win two in a row. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now to AJ Ewing. Strike three. Sits him down. What a breaking pitch right there. I mean, with three straight fastballs to then throw a curveball, it is just, it is just absolutely incredible to be able to throw a pitch like that. To throw a pitch like that, wow. All right, Juan Soto's up, 290 average, 21 home runs, 52 RBIs in this season. He has a good career versus Milwaukee. Here's the first pitch now. Swing and a miss to Juan Soto. Strike one. And that is going to be... He's throwing really, really hard to start off this game. Let's just say that, Misarowski. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Soto. Soto takes outside. 1 ball and 1 strike right now. 1 ball and 1 strike right now, folks. Look, folks, we are live right now for New York Mets baseball. Let's see how they can do in this series. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now to Soto. Soto swings and misses 104 miles per hour. 104 miles per hour. I mean, he's throwing very, very hard right now. 104. I mean, he's throwing really, really hard right now. Really, really hard. All right, the 1-2 pitch is coming now to Juan Soto. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Soto strikes out 104 miles per hour. So 2 strikeouts to start off this game for Misarowski. And he is looking really, really good to start off this game right now. It's going to be a tall task for the New York Mets in this game. It's going to be a really, really tall task. I mean, this guy's throwing very, very hard to start off this game. Bo Bichette is up right now. Here's the first pitch coming up to Bo Bichette. Here it is. Bichette is going to foul that back. Strike one. And 104 miles per hour, but Bo Bichette, again, he was able to foul that back. Wow. He's throwing really, really hard in this game. Freddie Peralta's pitching in this game for the Mets as well, folks. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. That's going to be broken. Bats the third baseman. Ortiz barehands it, but that's going to be no play there. It's going to be an infield single right there for Bo Bichette. Nothing that could be done there at that moment with Bichette, hitting an infield single pretty much there. There was absolutely nothing that was going to be able to be done there. Absolutely nothing that was going to be able to be done there. But hey, look, what a start there for what a start there for Misarowski, though. Here's Lindor up right now. Lindor, first pitch to him. He's going to take a ball low, a cutter, 97 miles per hour. 97 miles per hour. Let us see here right now. All right. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Lindor takes high, 2 balls and no strikes right now. 2 balls and no strikes right now. Jacob Misarowski, he's throwing extremely hard. Extremely hard he is throwing right now. Here is the 2-0 pitch right now. 2-0 pitch from Misarowski to Lindor. Lindor takes a strike. That's in there. Strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike right there. 2 balls and 1 strike right there. He's throwing very, very hard, though. Again, he's throwing very, very hard. Very, very hard in this game. Here's the 2-1 pitch right now. Lindor hits it the other way past the third baseman. So that is going to be back-to-back singles for the Mets. So the Mets have themselves a little bit of an opportunity right here. Let's see if they're able to do anything at this moment. Let's see if they'll be able to do anything with it. But without a doubt, the Mets have a little bit of a rally going. Little bit of a rally. And Lindor, hey, if Lindor can get hot, I mean, that would be absolutely amazing to see. To see Lindor get hot, I mean, that would be absolutely amazing. Honestly. Polanco takes a strike right there. No balls and one strike right now. No balls and one strike. We are in the top of the first in the, in this Mets game right now. Let me see. I'm gonna get to some comments in a few minutes, folks. Polanco's up right now. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Polanco. That's gonna be in there also. 101 miles per hour. 101. We got Gavin is here. Yep, Robert Jr. is back. Brewers pitchers on fire. Mets need Mets to win today. 40. I hope that they could get themselves this win today. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Polanco. He's hitting 169 on the season. Here is the pitch. Strike 3. Didn't even take the bat off of his shoulder. Did not even take the bat off of his shoulder. He strikes out. And we are going right now to the bottom of the first. And Freddie Peralta, he is going to be pitching in this game. And look, welcome back to Milwaukee, Freddie Peralta. Let us see what he is going to be able to do. So look, the Mets, they get 2 hits in the first inning. And yeah, but Freddie Polanco, he didn't take the bat off of his shoulder at all. He did not take the bat off his shoulder at all. So, to no avail at that moment. But, hey, Mets got Freddie Peralta on the mound. I'm really curious to see what is Freddie Peralta going to do in this game. I mean, if he can't pitch good here in the place that, used to be his home, if he's going to come in here and even struggle here, then look, it just comes to, it's a lost season for Freddie Peralta, It's a lost season for him. And there's really not much you can say about it. It's just a lost season. And it be like that, unfortunately. It be like that sometimes. But nonetheless, folks, let us see if they are going to be able to do anything in this game. Freddie Peralta. Let's see how he's going to do as he comes back. Christian Yelich, Jackson Chourio, Bryce Terang, William Contreras, Garrett Mitchell, Andrew Vaughn, Jake Bowers, Cooper Pratt, and Joey Ortiz. That is the starting lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers in this game. We're about to get locked down. I don't believe. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen in this game. Let us see what's going to happen in this game. All right, Freddie Peralta's first pitch is going to be a ball outside, 1 ball, and no strikes. 94 miles per hour. Christian Yelich is up, but if Lindor can hit like he did yesterday, maybe not. 1-0. That is going to be fouled away. Strike 1, 1 ball, and 1 strike right now. 1-1 is the count. We are live for New York Mets baseball. New York Mets baseball, folks. Let's see what they are going to be able to do. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That is going to be fouled away again. And it's going to be a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's the count right now. And Freddie Peralta, again, he is back in Milwaukee. 1-2. That's going to be in the dirt, and it's going to be a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Look, we've seen a lot of trouble from Freddie Peralta. A lot of walks. A lot of moments where he's just not as effective. 2-2 pitch. That is going to miss outside. It's going to be a full count. He's been walking too many people. His control hasn't been good. From what I see at moments, he doesn't challenge hitters like he should, Here's a 3-2 pitch right now. Freddie Peralta pitches it, and that's going to be grounded right to Brett Beatty, and that is going to be the first out of the bottom of the first inning. Hey, Luis Robert Jr. is back. We got Juan Soto in left, Robert Jr. in center, A.J. Ewing in right field, Alvarez catching, Bichette third base, Lindor shortstop, Brett Beatty second base, and Jared Young at first base. Polanco is our DH in this game right now. Jackson Chourio right now. Here's the first pitch to him. It's going to miss low, 1 ball and 1 strike right now. 1-0 is the count at the moment. 1-0 right now, folks. 1 ball and no strikes right now. All right, here's the 1-0 pitch right now. That is going to miss outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Freddie Peralta's pitching in this game right now, folks. Freddie Peralta. Phillies are up 2-0. All right. Who they playing, the Phillies? Lindor was on base 5 times yesterday. It was good to see that. 2-0. 3-0. So Freddie Peralta, in both of the batters he's faced, he's thrown 3 balls. He went to a 3-2 count. He went to a 3-2 count with the leadoff hitter, and now he's at a 3-0 count with Jackson Chourio. And, you know, you don't want to see a 4-pitch walk right here, right now. Let's see. 3-0. That is going to be ball 4. So Freddie Peralta, I mean, what can we say? Hello, you have more subs from some more of my friends. Hey, Star Wars, 100% appreciated, Star Wars. 100% appreciated, Star Wars. Yup, we are up to, if I'm not mistaken, we are up now to 853. 853 subs on YouTube. I appreciate every single one of you. Here's the first pitch right now from Freddie Peralta. And that's going to be 5 in a row out of the zone. 5 in a row. 5 in a row out of the zone. Bryce Terang has been somebody that's been very, very hard on the Mets. Trey Turner, wow, Phillies up now 4-0. How about that? All right, here's the 1-0 pitch right now from Freddie Peralta. The pitch. That's going to be a ball, but the umpire does call it a strike. I mean, 1-1. We take that, though. We 100% will take that. Last season with the Brewers, he gave up 53 earned runs in 176 innings. This year, in 104 innings, that's going to be a swing and a miss. This year, in 104 innings, he's already given up more, 54. He's given up 1 more earned run this year than he did last year with 70 innings less. That right there is not a good sign right there for Freddie Peralta. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. That's going to miss outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And look, the trend so far is continuing. He's already up to 14 pitches right now. He's not somebody that we've seen go deep into games. And, you know, let's see what he's going to be able to do right now. Here's the 2-2 pitch right now from Freddie Peralta to Bryce Terang. Long hold now. That's going to be hit. And that's going to be a base hit down the line. And Jackson Chourio may score here. A.J. Ewing is going to throw. Or he's going to get stuck. And yup, the Brewers have themselves a 1-0 lead. It is a double. And now they lead it 1-0. Let me take that off right there. And yup, the Brewers now early, they lead it 1-0. Oh boy. I appreciate you, Star Wars. 100% appreciate you. I mean, look, if you are Freddie Peralta, what do you expect to happen if you keep getting behind hitters? You know, I mean, if you keep getting behind hitters, you got to come and throw a strike. So what do you expect if you're Freddie Peralta, you know? I mean, what do you expect? Here's the first pitch to Contreras, swing and a miss, strike 1. How you doing, Sammy? Go Mets. Gilbert, what's going on, Gilbert? How you doing? I hope all is well with you. Star Wars says Phillies are up 4-0 and making bank. Let's go Mets. Hey, making bank, you already know. Making bank, my live earlier, once again, I had an issue with YouTube. That's why it disconnected. But I posted it after. 0-1. That's going to be fouled away. 0-2. Look, the Mets, every time they come to Philadelphia, every time the Mets come to Philadelphia, they struggle. I mean, sorry, not Philadelphia. Every time the Mets come to Milwaukee, they just struggle with this team. 0-2. In the dirt. 1-2. Every time they come to Milwaukee, they just struggle. And the last time the Mets actually won important games in Milwaukee was when they were in the playoffs in 2024. Besides that, they just can't win here in the regular season. 1-2. Strike three. Contreras is gonna... Is he gonna challenge it? No. He's walking away. No challenge there. I know you like Phillies fan in here. Yeah, 100%. I'm happy to have you here, Star Wars. Even though I'm a Mets fan, but I'm still happy Philly fans are allowed to be here. All right, here's Freddie Peralta right now. The first pitch is gonna miss way inside. So again, folks, Freddie Peralta's already up. He's already up to 20 pitches. Your scoreboard looks good. 100% appreciate it. 100% appreciate it. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now from Freddie Peralta. That's going to be another base hit. And now the Brewers lead it. Brewers lead it 2-0. And look, folks, this is why I didn't want to watch this game. Not because the Mets are doing bad. It's because Freddie Peralta's pitching. It is very hard for me to watch Freddie Peralta pitch, all jokes aside. I'm just being honest, It is extremely hard for me to watch him pitch. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be a ball low. Okay. Freddie Peralta, 22 pitches already. He's given up 2 hits already. He gave up a walk. It's like, damn, son. Here's the 1-0 pickoff attempt. He's going to get back safely. Adios mio. Huh. I'm telling you. Some sport fans don't allow us. Hey, Star Wars, I'm cool, though. I don't got nothing against Philly fans. I'm just a Met fan, Here's the 1-0 pitch right now. That's going to be a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Look, the Mets are facing Jacob Misiorowski. They have their work cut out for them. They have their work cut out for them if they're trying to come back and make this a game. 1-1. That's going to be popped up. Who's going to call it? AJ Ewing is there. And he's going to make that play. That is going to end the inning. So, the Brewers do get 2 runs, though. Travis allowed also. 100%. I'm not sure who's Travis. Who's Travis? Star Wars. I'm not really worried about if the Mets lose. I know they're not going to be in the playoffs. Stephen Curry, look, I'm not as invested as I was before, 100%. I can admit that. But, look, I've said this since like 3 weeks ago. It's very hard for me. Like I said 3 weeks ago, I don't want to watch Freddie Peralta pitch anymore. I said that. And I'm here right now. I am here at the moment watching him pitch. And it's very frustrating to watch him pitch because, again, it's just like as an ace, he is not giving the Mets a chance to win. He's just not, man. It's just not, You give up 2 quick runs. And the inning started off. First, you go 3-2 with the leadoff hitter, Christian Yelich. Okay, you get him to ground out. But then Jackson Churio, you throw 4 straight balls. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, how is his control that bad? How is Freddie Peralta's control that bad that, he just absolutely, his control is just horrible. I just don't understand that. And it's week and week after week. It's start after start. And it's very, very difficult to watch. I think Christian Scott should be the ace. Hey, look, him, Nolan McLean, they've been doing really good. Clay Holmes, look, I don't know what's going to happen with him, but the Mets could possibly trade Clay Holmes. That's a possibility that the Mets could trade Clay Holmes. For those of you on YouTube, is the connection okay right now? Let me know on YouTube if it's okay. Jared Young foul tips a fastball, 0-1. Misiorowski's pitching. He's already throwing 104 miles per hour. So the Mets have themselves a tough test in this game. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now to Jared Young. That's going to be in the dirt. Bounces all the way back, 1-1. Let's see here. We don't have the balls to trade Clay Holmes. You don't think so, Stephen Curry? Yair. Oh, let me see. Is that Yair? Yep. Yaya says, like in the new setup, appreciate it. That's going to be grounded to the second baseman, fielded cleanly. And that's going to be a ground out, 1 away in the inning. Appreciate you, Yair. I'm liking the Brooklyn Nets. I'm telling you. I'm liking what we're seeing so far. And Ahmad, all right. What's up, Sammy? Ram Jam is here. Everything is running good. Making bank, 100% appreciated. Clay Holmes should stay and be our 4th or 5th. I would like Clay Holmes to stay. I would like it. But, I mean, we're going to have to see. Robert Jr. is batting right now. Luis Robert Jr., folks. Here's the first pitch to him. He's going to swing at that first pitch. And it's going to be strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Because I don't think Clay Holmes and no Francisco Lindor are going to be traded. All right, let's see. 0-1 pitch. Robert Jr. fouls that away quickly, down 0-2. Polanco effort last at bat was so productive, bro. He didn't even take the bat off of his shoulder. 3 straight pitches. He looked at 3 of the same pitches, didn't swing. And yup, you already know. Let's go Nets. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. 4 strikeouts for the first 5 outs for Mizorowski. He throws very, very hard, folks. Very, very hard. I mean, very, very hard. Yeah, look, folks. Again, Freddie Peralta's pitching, man. Man. Here's the first pitch to Brett Beatty. Swing and a miss. 102 miles per hour. This pitcher is unreal. Seth, I agree. But he's beatable. He's not perfect. He's 10-4 on the season right now. It's not like he's unbeatable, you know? He's beatable. He's beatable. But, you know, teams you gotta have good adjustments. But he throws a lot of fastballs, though. I will say that. And he has a lot of strikeouts with his fastball. 0-1 pitch. Brett Beatty swings and misses 100 miles per hour. He is not like Sanchez. No chance. Sanchez doesn't throw this hard. Nobody. The only person that is even like this guy is, what you call it? Maybe, here's the 0-2. Beatty fouls 103 miles per hour back. The only person that compares to maybe him, I would give is probably Mason Miller. He's just not a starter. Yeah, there you go, Mason Miller. That's the only person I would say that is like him. It's the only person. Here's the 0-2 pitch right now. Beatty takes inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Knicks versus Nets, Eastern Conference Finals. Making bank. Can you imagine that? That would be absolutely amazing to watch. Honestly. That would be absolutely amazing to watch. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Brett Beatty. Beatty takes outside 102 miles per hour. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count right now. We know who went in that Brooklyn. Oh, my God. I remember in the early 2000s when the Nets were in New Jersey, they used to dominate the Knicks. 2-2. Brett Beatty fouls it back, and we're going to do it again. If there's one thing that the Mets have done okay, Mizorowski's about to throw his 30th pitch. Maybe he has a chance to finish the first 2 innings with 30 pitches, averaging 15 pitches an inning. I don't know what his pitch counts look like, though. But let's see. 2-2 pitch. Brett Beatty strikes out. That's going to end the inning right now. We're going to the bottom of the 2nd inning right now. So Mizorowski, in 2 innings, he's thrown 30 pitches. Freddie Peralta, to start the 2nd inning, he's already going to have to throw his 25th pitch. That's what I'm saying. And Robert should be DH and get Benj in there. Yeah, Ben should 100% be playing. I get giving people a day off, but yeah, Ben should be playing. Polanco should be sitting down, especially after that first at-bat. That first at-bat was just like, bro, he didn't even take the bat off of his shoulder. He literally just stood. Polanco just stood there. Strike 1. Strike 2. Strike 3. He did not take the bat off of his shoulder. Hey, I could do that for the Mets too. If the Mets need me to do that, I could do that. I mean, he just did not take the bat off his shoulder. Yup, Stephen Curry, 5 Ks in the first 6. Struck out AJ Ewing, struck out Soto, struck out Polanco, struck out, did he strike out Robert Jr.? Yeah, struck out Robert Jr. and struck out Beatty right now. I don't know what is happening to Freddie. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to Freddie neither. I mean, but whatever, man. I'm a Mets fan, and I've said it in the good and the bad. And look, the Mets, they normally struggle in Philadelphia. I will say, I mean, why I keep saying Philadelphia? The Mets, they normally struggle in Milwaukee. They are not doing good here. Maybe they want Robert Jr. playing to see if anyone wants him. Ram Jam, that could be true. It could be true. Now, would a team want Robert Jr.? Maybe. Is he on the last year of his deal? Let me check how much. Luis Robert Jr. Let me see that. Contract. Let's see his contract. So, Robert Jr. is currently playing on a 6-year, $50 million contract. His salary for this year was $20.20. The Mets hold a team option for 2027. So, and a $2 million buyout. So, strike one from Freddie Peralta. It's safe that, look, Robert Jr., he may not be playing anymore, you know. He may not be playing for the Mets no more next season, especially. Yeah, he'll be, unless the Mets want him back. 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a strike. The umpire calls it a ball, but Alvarez is going to challenge that. 0-2. Mets are going to win this one. Maybe they want, yeah. Sammy, have you heard any news regarding Lindor being traded? 100%. There's a lot of rumors. About Lindor being traded, but look, let's see, folks. He's been looking better his last 2 games, at least to start this game and yesterday. Let's see. Look, 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Nothing can take away that Francisco Lindor is a very important part of the Mets. 2024 wouldn't have happened without him. You know, and Yair, I appreciate you sending the heart. 2024 is not happening without Lindor. It's just as simple as that. So he's an important part. Mets need a player like him, but he also needs to be productive, you know? It's just the reality. Here's the first pitch right now from Peralta. That's going to be a strike. No balls and 1 strike right now. I do not think we're getting rid of Luis Robert. Hey, look, I think if one team 0-1, that's going to be hit deep center, Robert Jr., and it's going to be a solo home run. Cooper Pratt's first major league home run. Oh, I've heard that from Freddie Peralta before. I've heard that from Freddie Peralta when they played the Blue Jays, and he gave up a 3-run home run to a player that was a rookie, first major league. So Freddie Peralta just doesn't fail, folks. He just does not fail. He does not fail, folks. I mean, damn, man. And I think all 3 the hits that have been doing damage on him, all were breaking pitches. Keeps getting it up. Ball 1. 30 pitches already, and we're still in the 2nd inning for Peralta. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he's gonna throw at least 1-0, strike 1. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I hope I'm wrong. He's gonna get to 40 pitches in this inning. He's gonna get. Strike 2. 5-inning Freddie. Leave him in Milwaukee. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you, it is not easy watching him pitch. It is not. All jokes aside, it is extremely, extremely hard to watch him pitch. All jokes aside. 1-2. Strike 3. 2 outs. Another hanging slider. His slider has been the trouble in this game. His slider. And first pitch is going to be a ball outside. The Brewers are already at the top of the order. I know he's playing his former team, but he needs to calm down. There's no excuses, man. He's been this all year. 1-0. Fouled away. 1-1. He's been this all year long. One ball, one strike right now, folks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's going to miss way inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's been rumors of him getting traded back to the Brewers. Bruh, the Mets will not get back much. They will not get back much. I'm confident about that. Here's the 2-1 pitch right now. Hit to left field. Chasing Soto back. Over Soto's head. It's going to be a double. We got the Miami Dolphins are the greatest team. Wow. The greatest team. That's what he's saying there. And then the Brewers win the World Series this year and the Miami Dolphins win the Super Bowl. Wow. Brewers have the best record so far this year, not slowing down. World Series this year. Hey, but Packers loser town. I love the enthusiasm. I just don't know if those things are actually going to happen though. I don't know if those things are gonna happen. If we're just being honest, but I appreciate the comments though. 100% I appreciate the comments though. That's gonna miss high. 1 ball and no strikes. Look, Peralta, he's already at 38 pitches. 2 more for him to get to that 40 mark, and I see it happening. I 100% see it happening. 100% I see it happening. 1-0, strike 1. Yep. He got the strike, but he's going to throw his 40th pitch right now. He is going to throw his 40th pitch. My goodness, folks. Freddie Peralta. Freddie Peralta. Wow. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Peralta should just switch uniforms tonight and walk to the Brewers dugout. Huh. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Misses outside. 2-2. You should do Premier League covers next month. You really think so? But what's Premier League? What teams are even worth it? You know? It's very tough because the Brewers are a hot team. They are. They are. Here's a 2-2 pitch right now. 3-2. I definitely need to look to step up my live streaming now that the World Cup is over. You know, no NBA, still no NFL. We mainly just got MLB right now, but I got to find other stuff to live stream. So, got to see. Here's the 3-2 pitch right now to Churio. Here it is. Grounded back to Peralta. Peralta's going to flip it to first base. And that's going to end the inning, folks. So, Cooper Pratt. First big league home run. Mets are going to have Alvarez and then the top of the order coming up. Look, folks, it is an absolute disappointment. I mean, what can we say? But it's 3-0. It's just that it's just 3-0, but let's see if the Mets look, 3-0 must feel like 10-0 because Peralta, I mean, He's in trouble. Let's just say that. He's in trouble, Peralta. He is in trouble. And the Mets, I don't know if they can they get runs off of Mizorowski? Of course. It's just going to be tough. It's going to be very, very, very tough. Let's see, folks, if they can be able to get any runs in this inning coming up. Soto looked overmatched. The Mets hitters looked matched. Freddie is having an awful start. I agree. Very, very much an awful start. And it's more of the same. Look, let me even take a look at Freddie Peralta's numbers. I'm curious. What are Freddie Peralta's numbers for this season? I know that they're not good at all, but I want to at least take a look at that. Very, very curious to take a look at Freddie Peralta's numbers. Let's take a look at Freddie Peralta's numbers. Yankees and Pirates are on an amazing offensive game. It's 5-6 in the bottom of the third. Wow. Let me see here. And how about the Red Sox? The Red Sox are doing what I hoped the Mets would do. Red Sox are on a 13-game win streak. Red Sox are playing now. They're winning 3-2. They're going for 14 in a row. Wow. The Boston Red Sox, man. All right. Jacob Mezarowski. We are at right now the third inning right now, folks. And the Brewers lead this game 3-0. All right, here's the first pitch coming up to Alvarez. Alvarez lines it up the middle for a base hit. So Alvarez was ready for that first pitch, and he gets himself a leadoff hit. Mets have themselves a third hit. Look, the Mets, in this position, you got to put the bat on the ball. You got to give yourself a chance. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Can you put the bat on the ball? The first 6 outs, 5 of them are strikeouts. They're going to have to put the bat on the ball. It's just as simple as that. A.J. Ewing right now is up right now. Mets are back to the top of the order. A.J. Ewing, then Juan Soto. Here's the first pitch to A.J. Ewing. A.J. Ewing slashes it foul. Strike one. Entering this inning, 10 swinging strikes, 5 strikeouts. Jacob Mezarowski coming into this inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. That's going to miss high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Really good layoff by A.J. Ewing. Really, really good layoff right there. Really, really good. Seth, which guy? Which guy you talking about? Here's the 1-1 pitch right now coming up to A.J. Ewing from Mezarowski. Here it is. That is going to be pulled down the first base line underneath the glove. Alvarez is going to go to third. And the Mets, just like that, have runners at the corners with nobody out. Dave Stink, Star Wars, who's Dave? Let me know who's Dave. Hey, the first baseman for Milwaukee was supposed to have that baseball. Just got under his glove. Yeah, Brewers pitcher. Yeah, he's unbelievable. Hey, look, Soto comes up as the tying run right now. Let's see what Soto could do right now. You're going to have to attack this guy early in the account. Here's the first pitch coming up to Soto from Mezarowski. Here it is. Way up high. 1 ball and no strikes. He's only given up 1 stolen base. Dave Dombrowski. But what did he do, Star Wars? What did he do? Here's the 1-0 pitch coming up to Soto right now. Soto takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes right now. 2 and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Mezarowski getting into some trouble to start this inning. But look, pitcher's best friend are a thing. 1 pitch, you give up maybe a run, but you get the double play and get right back, out of the trouble. 2-0. Soto hits his shot exactly as I said. Soto hits into a double play. The Mets will get the run, but it's going to be the double play right there. Mets do get the run, though. Let me see here really fast. Yeah, again, so the Mets do get the run, but again, not much you could do right there when you hit the ball right to the player. Bo Bichette takes a ball low, 1 ball and no strikes right now. Mezarowski's up to 38 pitches. Here's 1-0 right now to Bo Bichette. Bichette takes inside, 2 balls and no strikes right now. 2-0. So the Mets get 1 run back, folks. Mets get 1 run back. 2-0. Here it is. 3-0. If I'm Bichette, look, I'm taking here. Lindor's been a little hot his last few at-bats. I can't say he's been hot for a while. He's been hot his last few at-bats. If I'm Bichette, I'm taking here 3-0. I'm taking here 3-0. I'm going to make him have to throw me at least 2 strikes. And he throws a ball. So, Bo Bichette draws a walk, and the Mets will have, once again, the tying run come to the plate. This time it's going to be with Francisco Lindor. Look, the Mets are doing a good job. They're doing a good job in the sense of, Mizorowski's throwing pitches. I'm not saying he's throwing a ton of pitches like Freddie Peralta. I mean, we're in the third inning right now, and Peralta's already up to 45 pitches, if I'm not mistaken. Peralta's up to 43 pitches in 2 innings. Mizorowski in the third, he's at 41. He needs one more out. But the Mets are, to an extent, making him throw pitches. So I'm a little happy about that they're making him throw pitches. That right there is 100% a good sign. All right, folks. So Mizorowski right now, and he's going to pitch to Lindor right now. First pitch. Lindor takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike right there. Let's see here. Good day, everyone. RB is in the building. What's going on, RB? How you doing? I hope all is well with you. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now to Francisco Lindor. Lindor takes outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Look, folks, after this inning on TikTok, I'm going to disconnect the live real fast and come back. I'm having some technical issues with TikTok, so I'm going to have to fix that up. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Lindor takes a strong swing. He was trying to tie the game up, let's just say. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mizorowski, the OPS with his fastball for hitters is 477. 477. That right there is incredible. Incredible that, you are, with your fastball, opponent's OPS is 4.477. I mean, yeah, he's no joke, Seth. He's no joke. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Lindor with Bichette at first base. Lindor takes. He does hold. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hey, look, the Mets are making him work a little bit. Not a ton. They're now making him work like Freddie Peralta, but if they keep this going, maybe he can just pitch only 6, which you don't want him to go 7. 2-2. Lindor skies it to center field. Center field is there, though, and he's going to make the play. Mets get a run, but we're going to be going now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Brewers lead this game. They lead this game 3-1. 3-1. The Brewers are leading this game right now. So let's see. And they actually ruled an error for the Brewers, so I'm going to have to correct that really fast. It wasn't a hit that they gave A.J. Ewing. It was actually an error. So I'm going to take a moment to fix that and, to make that correction right there. Let me see if I can do that there. No, not there. Let me see here. Let me undo this real fast. Undo that. All right, there we go. Still in that inning. Let's see here. To give the Brewers an error. There we go. That right there is the official line. So, yeah. We're going now to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the Mets are trailing. Yeah, Ram Jam, I 100% agree. Let's chip away. All right, on TikTok, give me a few moments. I'm going to be back in just a moment on TikTok. On YouTube, though, on Facebook, we are still live here. And look, we're hoping we can see some Mets magic. The Mets have struggled heavily. The Mets have heavily, when I say heavily, they've heavily struggled in Milwaukee. It's just It's just the reality of the situation for the Mets. They have struggled in Milwaukee. And look, let's see what they can be able to do. Let's see if they're going to be able to make anything good happen and get some things going. I'm hoping that they can do so, all right? Look, folks, we are in now the bottom of the third inning. Shout out to all of you that are here, Met fans, Brewers fans, baseball fans. First pitch to Bryce Terang is going to be in there, strike one. I ask all of you, like, share, subscribe. We are now at 853 subscribers on YouTube 01. That's going to be filed away. 853 subscribers on YouTube. Look, we got 11 days left in July. I really want to hit 1,000 before this month ends. So I ask all of you for help to like, share, subscribe, especially on YouTube, so we can reach 1K. Here is the 0-2 pitch right now. 0-2 pitch. There it is. That's going to be fouled away. And we're going to do it again at 0-2. DJ Delara's here. Stephen Curry. I need Peralta to lock in this in. I agree. Mets got him a run back. He cannot give it right back. 0-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled away. No. Soto's going for it. But yes, that is going to get out of play. So it will be a foul ball right there. It will be a foul ball. Wilton Bazil says back to reality. Bruh. All right. Here's the 0-2 pitch right now. 0-2 pitch. That's going to miss low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Whole NL East playing around 500 baseball last 10 games from Ram Jam. Yeah. Look, Mets, the Mets have 60 games left. That's going to be grounded. And Brady's going to make the throw. Sorry, the Mets have 62 games. After this game, they will have 61 games. Look, what the Boston Red Sox are doing right now, that's like literally the only hope the Mets can have in anything. The Mets gonna go 60. You know, the rest of the year, call me crazy. Hey, I ain't gonna call you crazy. I believe. First pitch to Contreras is gonna miss low. 1 ball, no strikes. Nah, if that happened, oh my goodness, can you imagine if that happened? That would be incredible. But yeah, that's not gonna happen. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Contreras. Grounded. Beatty's right there. He's going to make the throw, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Luckily, they'll win 30. And let's see. Look, not Phillies. It's the Braves. The Phillies, their last, their last games, they haven't been that dominant, the Phillies. They've been, better than 500. But I don't think they've been like on a streak. Nobody's been like the Red Sox right now. First pitch now is going to be a ball. I thought it was a strike, but the umpire does call it a ball. 1 ball and no strikes right now. 1 ball and no strikes right now. All right, here's the 1-0 pitch from Peralta. That is going to be sliced towards left field over Soto's head. It's going to ground. It's going to hop over. And it's going to be a ground rule double. So the Brewers once again have an extra base hit. They are just raking. Yeah, we lost to the Mets. Yep, the Phillies did. And look, I mean, you see the approach of the Brewers. They're not trying to do too much. They're hitting it where it's pitched. And I love seeing that. All right, Peralta, he cannot afford to give up a run here. That may be a 2-run home run. 2-run home run. Oh, my God, man. Damn, man. Freddie Peralta, man. Speechless about Freddie Peralta, folks. He just did the meme. You know that? Damn. Damn. He just did that, right? Freddie Peralta just did that. Oh, my goodness, man. Look, I feel for Freddie Peralta, man. I feel for him. I'm a Mets fan, folks, but damn, man. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now. That's going to be fouled away. I'm telling you, folks. I mean, and they were saying this is going to be our ace. Daniel, look, my frustration for the Mets season, like I know I'm reacting and I'm showing like I'm extremely upset. I'm not. 1-1. That's going to miss low. Like, I'm already over it. Like, I've been seeing this from Freddie Peralta since opening day. So I'm not angry. When I went to Toronto to see the Mets play, all of my anger, I let it out in that day. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. So I'm not even mad anymore. I'm telling you, it just doesn't make sense to be mad because, you know, you're going to be getting mad at something that just doesn't make sense. We got Matt is here. Yeah, Daniel, I want Peralta gone, man. Honestly, an argument can be made. The Mets are better without him. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. So Peralta's going to throw his 60th pitch in the third inning. I've heard that before. Peralta and Senga have nothing on their pitches. Ram Jam, I'm telling you, it's sad. 2-2 pitch. That's going to be hit to Lindor. It's going to end the inning. But Peralta gives up more runs. He's given up runs in all 3 innings, Freddie Peralta. And the Mets now trail it 5-1. And they are facing Jacob Mizorowski. So, you know, I mean, Star Wars says, but he's tired. What do you mean by that? Your pitcher struck out Ohtani. Yeah, Dodgers and Phillies. Look, one thing I may have to start doing is start live streaming the games of the week. You know, like the Phillies and Dodgers right now, this is the game of the day at least. What do you think? Right now on YouTube, it says we have 16 people with us on YouTube. The people that are with us on YouTube, are you all Met fans? Are you, Brewers fans? Oh, my goodness. Come on, sir. How can you say that, sir? Let's go Milwaukee. No way, sir. You cannot say things like that here, sir. Come on now. Sir, you're from New York. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Star Wars. Okay, Sanchez is pitching. But yeah, folks, look, I mean, what can you say regarding Freddie Peralta, man? 5 runs in the first 3 innings. Is he going to pitch into the 5th? He'll probably get to the 5th inning, but he'll get into it. I don't think he's going to finish the 5th inning. The Mets need to score 5 runs that were overcooked. Yeah, not looking good. Stearns as much as you can try and keep that engagement up. Or stream as much as you can, try to keep that engagement up. 100% make it back. I got to. I need to, even in the days where I can't stream games, I need to be on live streaming and just talking. Just talking about topics, hot topics that are going on. I lived behind the Brewers Stadium for 2 years. No way. Oh, boy. Wow, I didn't know that. First pitch to Polanco. Oh, Polanco does the same thing he's done the first 4 pitches, the first 3 pitches. He's taken four strikes. Just looked at all of them. This guy was with the Mariners and such a big player for them last year. And 0-1 pitch. Oh, he swings the bat. And he swings at the worst pitch he's seen all day. But yeah, Milwaukee, I mean, they just dominate the Mets so much. Minus the playoff series in 2024. Minus that. Dodgers have a tough lineup. Hey. Here's the 0-2 pitch right now. Misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. These Mets might have me paying more attention to soccer as soon as soccer season starts. Daniel, It's not easy, Daniel. I think Freddie like giving up homers. He does. RJ here, 1-2 pitch. That's going to be hit to the left side. Ortiz, and that's going to be a ground out, 1 away. Manny Machado's 200th career home run for his 20th home run of the season on July 20th. What are the odds? Wow. I'm telling you, things like that be happening a lot sometimes. But, yeah, look, the Mets, man. Freddie Peralta. I mean, Mets got to trade Freddie Peralta. Mets got to trade Freddie Peralta. Mets got to trade Freddie Peralta. Jared Young is up right now. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Mets got to trade Freddie Peralta. You just got to trade him. You just got to. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, one thing making bank I'm thinking of doing, I want to make a video and I want to do a live stream with all of my favorite Mets moments. Have videos of them and just talk about what those moments meant to me. 1-1. That's going to miss high and 1 ball and 2 strikes. Let us see here. Here's the 1-2 pitch coming up right now to Jared Young. Jared Young takes outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Need to do to fix. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Grounded weakly. This is going to be an infield single. Infield single there for Jared Young. Hey, we take those hits. You got to put the ball in play against this team. You got to put the ball in play against this team. You got to. I just put a Q&A. I put a Q&A on YouTube. I'm curious to see if people have questions or anything that they would like to, say. So I'm definitely looking out for that. Robert Jr. is up right now. And Jared Young, he almost got picked off, but he's able to get back right there. Able to get back. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions, please let me know. And, we'll go from there. All right, here is the 0-1 pitch right now to Robert, or the first pitch to Robert Jr. Here it is. Robert Jr. swings and misses at 99 miles per hour. Strike one. Strike one right now. Let us see. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 0-1. Robert Jr. just looking at the pitch right down the middle. Strike two. Here is right now the 0-2. Robert Jr. is able to foul that one away. Robert Jr. was able to foul that one away. Let's see here right now. Let me see the comments there. I lived in Milwaukee. It's a dangerous city. Wow. From Butt Packers lost town. 0-2. Robert Jr. is just able to stay alive by fouling that away. I never been to Milwaukee, but hey, I would love to go to all the ballparks in the MLB. Brobes media sing the Phillies are the Mets. What does that mean, Star Wars? Let's get Young around, Ram Jam. I agree. Here's the 0-2 pitch right now. Robert Jr. Ooh, I thought that was fair. Just behind the bag. Foul again. Yeah, folks. So, Freddie Peralta, I just don't know what to say about Freddie Peralta, man. Honestly, I just don't know what to say about him. I don't know what to say about Freddie Peralta. I just don't, honestly. Like, what can I say about Freddie Peralta? What can I say about him? Here's the 0-2 pitch right now to Robert Jr. Long hold. Here it is. He's going to take high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look, the Mets have made Mizorowski work, so I like that. This game, look, I'm not mad at the Mets offense in this game. Not right now, at least. I'm not. I'm not mad at all. Here's the 1-2 pitch. He's strong, yeah. Come on, Robert Jr. You swing at that, though? Jeez, man. Swing at that pitch, get tied up. He's a Philadelphia fan, and he sings that. Oh, never knew. Sammy, I've been to Philadelphia once or twice, by the way, Star Wars. Sammy, do you watch CFL in Canada, Ram Jam? I don't watch it, but I actually had a family member here in Canada tell me or ask me would I be interested to go to a game, and I said, you know what, I would. Brett Beatty swings at the first pitch, fouls it, no balls and 1 strike. So he asked me that, and I told him, look, I would be interested to go. So when the season starts, possibly I would go. Possibly I would go to a CFL game. The stadium is not too far. Not too far from where I'm at. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now to Brett Beatty. Beatty fouls that away. 0-2. Who can they get for him? Daniel? I don't even know, but look, if the Mets rotation was Christian Young, McLean, Clay Holmes, I guess I'm going to have to throw in Sean Manaea. But if you could take Manaea out and just put 2 other guys that could try to get the job done. 0-2. Brett Beatty pops it up. And it's on the left side. Ortiz is there into foul ground. Makes the play. That's going to be the ending of the inning. So the Mets do get a runner on. But that's it. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. I just want the Mets, to be done with Peralta. The experiment's over. I mean, it's over, man. There's nothing Freddie Peralta can do that is going to make Met fans say, look, please stay Freddie Peralta. There's nothing. Maybe live stream a CFL game and see. They have 250-yard lines. I'm gonna have to definitely check into that. Let me even check for some research on that right now. CFL season. When does it start? When does the CFL season start? And I actually think it already started, actually. The CFL season. Oh no, the preseason started. Week 1 of the CFL is going to be... No, week 1 already passed. They are now in the CFL. They are in week number 7, just finished. Now they're going to week number 8. All right, so, and week number 8 is going to be starting Thursday. Look, I'm going to consider to go. 100%. They're showing flashbacks of what the Brewers did to the Mets last year in Milwaukee. My goodness. Red Sox are trying to win their 14th game in a row. Toronto Blue Jays this year, they are struggling a lot. They are struggling a lot. Mets have anyone for Phillies? Like a trade? I don't know. I think look, would the Phillies take Freddie Peralta? I don't know. Maybe. First pitch right now is going to be a swing and a miss from Peralta. No balls and 1 strike. Telling you, the Mets, it is not easy with Freddie Peralta. Watching him pitch is not for the weak. Let's just say that. Watching Freddie Peralta pitch is not for the weak if you're a Mets fan. 0-1. That's going to be hit towards right field, but that is going to get out of play. It's going to be the second strike of this at-bat. Ram Jam says pulling for the Orioles and Alonso over the Sox. Hey, I still could root for Pete Alonso. I could definitely still root. Look, when Pete Alonso comes to New York, when Baltimore and Pete Alonso come to New York, 0-2. That's going to be a base hit to start off the inning. He can't even retire a rookie, Freddie Peralta. I mean, it is just an absolute joke for Peralta at this time, man. I mean, look, and Jacob Mizorowski actually may be coming out of this game, though, when we go back, because the Brewers have some action in the bullpen. They have some action in the bullpen. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. He's going to be safe. Stolen base. A horrible throw by Alvarez. I mean, if Beatty would have kept it, it would have been a out. But nonetheless, it's going to be a stolen base right there. I love but turning it. What do you mean, Stephen Curry? If Beatty could have held on to that, he would have been out. If Beatty could have held on to that. It wasn't that bad of a throw from Alvarez, actually. My bad. Here's the pitch from Peralta. Misses high. Should be a 1-1 count right now. Joey Ortiz right now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Joey Ortiz. Here is the pitch. Ortiz chases a nasty pitch, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look, one thing I always notice with Freddie Peralta, he does not have confidence in some of like challenging hitters. I have seen that since the jump. 1-2, fouled away. And it has gotten worse as the season has gone on. It's gotten worse as the season's gone on. He just can't challenge hitters, Peralta. Peralta wins if he can get people to chase. But if people don't chase, he gets hit hard. That's what we just see this year. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses. Again, he's trying to make him chase. Can I guarantee this? No. But I watch Freddie Peralta. I've watched him pitch all year. He gets ahead in counts, and then he just tries to make them chase. He doesn't have confidence that he could go after hitters and get them out. It's just a reality. Here's a 2-2 pitch. He's going to fake it and not go to second, but it was a fake pickoff attempt right there. Let's see here. I bet Freddie is going to be traded. He better, man. 2-2. Strike 3. Get the strikeout right there. So Peralta's going to be facing now Christian Yelich. Peralta has to go, bro. You still watching the Mets? Speedy 22, you already know. I'm still watching the Mets. I got to watch the Mets. I got to live stream. I want to live stream. You know, live streaming has become a big part of what I do. And I got to keep going. I got to keep going with the live streams. That's going to miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball and no strikes right now. Let's see there. All right. Here is the 1-0 pitch right now. 1 ball, no strikes. That's going to miss inside. 2 balls and no strikes right now. 2-0 right now. 2-0 right now is the count. Two balls and no strikes right now. Here comes the pitch right now from Peralta. 3-0, and the ball gets by Alvarez because he's trying to backhand it instead of blocking the baseball. Very lazy. Very lazy. I mean, block the ball, Alvarez. Jeez, man. My goodness. 3-0 to Yelich. Infield's going to come in as well. Yelich swings 3-0 and fouls it off. 3-1. Jermaine is here. At this point, Freddie Peralta is in top 4 in the Mets rotation. He's barely number 5 at this point. Jermaine, 100%. He's horrible. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Grounded foul again. The only difference from Freddie Peralta and Kodai Senga, because both of them are very bad. Both of them. The only difference with Peralta and Kodai Senga will give you 2 innings, maybe 3. Freddie Peralta will give you 5, maybe. But I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. Here's the 3-2 pitch right now coming from Freddie Peralta. Here it is. Grounded to first base. And they're going to get the force out right there. And the run is not going to be able to score right there. So they get that force out at first. And the runner wasn't able to score. The Mets will be lucky to get some bats and a hot dog for Peralta at this point. Paul, 100%. I'm telling you, man. He's been horrible. He's been bad. I mean, damn. He's been bad, man. He got to go, though. Here's the first pitch right now to him. To Turio, not even close. Ball 1. We're in the 4th inning, folks. He's already up to 76 pitches. Bro, come to Jersey City, New Jersey on August 15th and 16th. We have the Puerto Rican Day Parade and boxing show. Man, Speedy 22. I'm not going to lie. That sounds pretty interesting right there. Sounds pretty interesting. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now. That's going to be a swing and a miss, 1-1. That sounds pretty interesting. I can't lie, Speedy 22. I can't guarantee it, but let me screenshot that real fast to see. Let me screenshot that so I could keep that in mind at least. Here is the 1-1 pitch right now. Misses low, 2 balls and 1 strike right now. 2-1. Keep in touch, brother. 100% Speedy 22. You already know. Haven't been seeing you much because I know it's because of the Mets, but nonetheless, good to have you around. I bet Mets are going to pull Freddie soon. I mean, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let me see there. Alonso just put the Orioles ahead. All right, what he did? A home run, a double, single. Keep that in mind. We can make this happen. Keep in mind we can make this happen. All right, bro. 100%. Here's the 2-2 pitch right now. 3-2. Misses. Peralta's about to throw his 81st pitch. I mean, you can't make this up, folks. You can't. He's averaging 20 pitches an inning. You cannot make this up. Alonso got a single. Nice, nice. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Jackson Churio chases, and that's it. Respect, Speedy 22. See you in a few. TikTok is kind of dead today. TikTok is kind of dead for me today. We don't got a lot of people on TikTok, but nonetheless, we got people on YouTube with us. So shout out to all of you that are with us on YouTube. 100% shout out to all of you that are with us on YouTube. 100%. I appreciate every single one of you for being here right now. But yeah, look, folks. So I mean, really not much we can say other than the Mets, Peralta. It's just bad, man. It's really, really bad. Really, really bad. What this team gets from Freddie Peralta. I mean, you know, he's just not good. I can summarize Freddie Peralta with just a few words. He does not give the Mets a chance to win. He doesn't. You're facing Jacob Mizorowski. And Freddie Peralta says, let me just give up 5 runs in the first 3 innings. It's all right. He doesn't give the Mets a chance to win. You can't win like that. You can't win. When you are supposed to be the ace. And you know what's worse? Peralta, most of the times, not all, but most of the times that Freddie Peralta pitches, there's another ace on the other side that he's facing. So with how bad Peralta's been, it's been that he doesn't give the Mets a chance to win. They don't have any chance to win. And it's sad, man. It's really, really sad how bad he's been. You know, I'm looking at the last 5 starts. Yeah, and Mizorowski's out. Mizorowski's out of this game. They have Craig Yoho in the game right now. Craig Yoho. Let me update that. Craig Yoho. It's going to face 9-1-2 in the Mets batting order right now. Here's Alvarez right now. Alvarez takes a ball low. And yeah, look, if you are the Mets, you take a breath of fresh air because no more Mizorowski. You're facing the bullpen for the rest of the game. Let's see if the Mets can do anything with that. Alvarez, 1-0, takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike right now. 1 ball and 1 strike right now. Yeah, folks, I mean, what can we say? Peralta, I'm going to check Peralta throughout this year. 1-1 pitch. Alvarez, challenge that. He's going to challenge that, and that's going to be a ball. Come on, Blue. Jesus, Blue. Come on, man. It's a ball, man. Yeah, Alvarez wins the challenge. My goodness. All right, 2-1 pitch. Alvarez hits it to the second baseman. That's going to be the first out of the inning. All right, Freddie Peralta. I'm not going to go with his wins and losses. He's 5-8 on the season. ERA's at 4.90 right now. I mean, what I'm going to do right now, all of the games that Freddie Peralta has pitched, I'm going to give you the Mets record. So, from opening day, 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 5-5, 5-6, 6-6. First pitch to AJ Ewing is going to be a ball outside. 1 ball, no strike. 5-6. Wait, let me go back actually. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. 1-1. Okay. 2-0. So 5-5, 6-6, 7-6, 7-7, 8-7, 8-9, 8-10, 8-10, 9-10, 9-11, 2-0, 3-0. So in the 20 games that Freddie Peralta has pitched before today, the Mets are 9-11. That just can't happen with your ace. Your ace cannot pitch, and you are 9-11 in those games. That just can't happen. 3-0. Ball 4. AJ Ewing on 4 pitches is walked. You know, it's not much you could say. Freddie is awful. He is. He is. I mean, but what can we say, folks? All right, Miz out, whole new game. Exactly, Paul. I agree by that. Whole new game, Paul. And Paul, shout out to you. I think this is the first time I ever see you here. Shout out. Let me see here. Soto takes a ball low. That's 5 balls in a row. Ram Jam says, Sammy, eventually your YouTube will grow so that you can pass your audience to other streamers once your stream ends. Ram Jam, I'm telling you, I could do stuff like that even now. But yeah, look, 1-0 pitch. Soto takes a ball. That's 6 straight balls. Yeah, look, folks, you know, we are at 853 subs. If you're with me on YouTube now, I ask you to sub. As this channel continues to grow and we have sponsors and we develop 2-0, strike 1 to Soto, we're going to be doing amazing things on this channel. I'm very confident of it, but I'm not afraid to ask for help. So I ask people to like, share, subscribe, share this. Give me your suggestions. What you think? What else should I do? 2-1. Soto swings and misses. 2-2. What else do you think I should do? We got Sinatra here, by the way. Sinatra, are you good? I know Argentina is... Gavin says sell the team. To who? To me? Sell the team to me? Here's a 2-2 pitch right now. I just don't got the money to fund the team. 2-2. Soto strikes out. Damn, man. Come on, Soto. Jesus, man. My goodness. Soto was way out in front of that. This team still stinks without Pete Alonso. It's not easy, I'm telling you. It is not easy. All right, Bo Bichette is up right now. Here's the first pitch to Bichette. Here it is. Strike one. Throws it right in there. Bo Bichette's hitting .254 on the year, 10 home runs, 51 RBIs. Here is the 0-1. Ooh, almost hit him. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike right now. I like that camera in the dirt right there. They have a camera in the dirt in front of home plate. It looks really nice. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Threw him a 79 mile per hour changeup. My goodness. Way out in front of that. Way out in front of that. All right. Yoho. His name is Yoho. Craig Yoho. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. Retires aside. What's going on, Sinatra? How you doing? Halfway through. Mizorowski comes out, but he doesn't affect at all. Goes through the heart of the lineup, and the Mets are trailing 5-1. Freddie Peralta, man. Damn, man. I just don't believe watching this guy pitch, man. It is just an absolute... It is just so hard watching Freddie Peralta pitch. All jokes aside. I mean... Man, oh man. Watching Freddie Peralta pitch, I'm telling you, it is just, it's not easy. It is not easy watching Freddie Peralta pitch. I'm telling you all. But what can we say, folks? What can we say? There's really not much we can say. But as I've always said, and I'm going to continue to say, in the good times, in the bad times, I'm with the Mets. And that's a hard thing to say, I'm going to be honest. But, hey, we're with them. I'm proud of Soto for getting that bag. Tay Suave, what do you mean? Kind of bummed Argentina lost, but I'm a Barca fan, so happy the boys won. All right, Sinatra. Look, Argentina was absolutely dominated yesterday. I did a video earlier today talking a little bit about it. I couldn't watch the game, but they were absolutely dominated. Tay Suave, do you believe in Manaya? Look, if Manaya is our 5th option, I think it could be okay. But right now, he's being asked to be our 3rd best pitcher, and I think it's horrible. So I don't believe in him. I believe in him if he could be a 5th pitcher with absolutely no pressure. But the reality is, right now, how can I believe in that guy? He has not earned it. Now, I mean, what can we say? Freddie Peralta. The last time Freddie Peralta went 6 innings was June 9th. And he lost that game, by the way. He lost that game and gave up 6 runs, by the way. The last time Freddie Peralta went 6 innings was June 9th. That's hit to center field. Robert Jr.'s there. He's going to make the first out of the inning. Fly out. Peralta's last starts. 4 1/3 versus the Red Sox. 4 2/3 versus the Braves. 4 innings versus the Blue Jays. 5 2/3 versus the Cubs. 2 2/3 versus the Phillies. 5 innings versus the Braves. And 6 innings versus the Cardinals. I mean, it's just bad. Freddie Peralta hasn't won a start since June 14th. He hasn't won a start since June 14th. And from June 14th, his ERA has gone up from 3.90 to now 4.90. Unbelievable. We got a strike, by the way. Here's the pitch here. Grounded, foul, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes right now. No balls and 2 strikes right now. Yes, Sinatra. TikTok is kind of dead for me today. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. TikTok is slow right now. Most people I got with me on YouTube right now. So shout out to the people that are with us on YouTube. 0-2 pitch. Misses in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes right now. Freddie Peralta's up to 85 pitches in this ball game right now. I'm going to take a quick look around the MLB. And look, the Dodgers, they're making a little bit of a comeback versus the Phillies right now. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Peralta strikes out Contreras. It's going to be the second out of the inning. Right now, the Guardians are up 13-3 versus the Twins. I'm going to do a split screen real fast so that I can see. I'm going to do a split screen so I can check out. And the Red Sox did tie the game up. I'm doing a split screen because the Dodgers just cut it now to 3-4. So the Dodgers are back in the game from down 4-0. Phillies are almost about to give up the lead. I'm going to give you some scores around the MLB in a few minutes. But yeah, the Dodgers were trailing 4-0. They are now down 3-4, and they have the bases loaded, and Kerkering is in the game. So the Guardians lead the Twins 13-3. The Phillies are still up 4-3 versus the Dodgers, and they just had an error by Trey Turner. Yankees are up 8-5 over the Pirates. All right, here's the first pitch from Peralta to Mitchell. Strike 1. The Rays are up 6-1 versus the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are struggling heavily. Orioles and Red Sox are tied at 5 apiece. Braves are up 3-2 versus the Padres. Mets are down 5-1 here. 0-1. That's going to be popped up. Is that going to get out of play? That's going to get out of play. Royals are up 3-1 over the Giants. The Rangers are up 2-1 over the White Sox. Tigers are up 4-0 over the Cubs. Astros are up 6-2 over the Marlins. Nationals are up 3-0 over the Rockies. Diamondbacks Athletics play 9:40 Eastern Time. Reds Mariners also 9:40 Eastern Time. And the Cardinals and Angels, they also play tonight, but they play at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. 0-2 pitch from Freddie Peralta. Here's his 90th pitch of the game. That's going to be fouled back. We're going to do it again at 0-2 right now. Jared, man, who's driving Peralta to the airport? Jared, if I could, I'd drive him to the airport. I would love to have a talk with Peralta and just pick his brain and just ask him, like, what happened, man? 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Soto's there. And that's going to end the inning. So, that's going to retire the side. Peralta gets a 1-2-3 inning. And we're going to the 6th inning right now. I think that they will be bringing in a new pitcher, though. I do think that they are going to be bringing in a new pitcher. Look, the Dodgers right now, they are threatening to take the lead. The Dodgers are threatening to take the lead over the Phillies. So let us see if indeed... Oh, no, actually, they just got out of the inning. So the Phillies did get out of the inning. So the Phillies still lead it 6-4. Hey, but yeah, I wish I could talk to Freddie Peralta and just ask him, like what happened? Because I'm sure that a player would tell you, you know, maybe I feel good, I feel okay. But, you know, like, what happened? What went wrong that you just couldn't be productive? I mean, you know, what else can we say about that? He just hasn't been able to be productive. He hasn't. And I remember on opening day, when I saw Peralta pitch, I was like, it's okay. It's opening day. You don't expect your ace to be that good. His second start was okay. And I'm like, yeah, he's going to be fine. And as the season has progressed, I mean, it's been really hard to watch Peralta pitch, honestly. Really, really hard to watch him pitch. And what can we say, folks? Not much we can say other than watching Freddie Peralta pitch is not for the weak. Watching Freddie Peralta pitch, it is not for the weak. It is only for the strong. I'm telling you. It is not easy watching Freddie Peralta pitch. No chance at all. It is very, very difficult. Ram Jam says, doesn't Alvarez see anything off from Peralta and Senga? He should see something. I mean, you know, I don't know. I would think that you would try to make adjustments, but we just don't see nothing. And then we had a time during the season where they said Freddie Peralta was doing something and he tried to fix it. And he fixed whatever he said and it was worse. Ball wants Francisco Lindor. We have a new pitcher in the game, by the way. His name is Lance Mick. Strike one, sorry. Lance Mick Colors Jr. His number is 50, and he is now pitching for the Brewers. I think he's making his major league debut, if I'm not mistaken. So this guy making his major league debut, can the Mets hurt this guy, please? Can they make this guy work, please? Can they do it? Can we see the Mets put this guy to work? Here's the 1-1 pitch right now to Francisco Lindor. Lindor swings and misses at a 85-mile-per-hour changeup. 1-2. I know everyone's ready to give McClain A status, but I still believe we need to get a proven ace. Jared, I agree. 100% agree. 100% I agree. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Lindor. Oh, it hit the ground. He just got a piece of it. Lindor and Contreras are playing around there, but yeah, it did hit the ground. 100% it hit the ground, yeah. 100% it hit the ground. All right, 1-2 pitch right now. 1-2. Lindor strikes out there, though. Lindor's first batter faced is, as a Brewers, a strikeout. Actually, I don't think it's his major league debut. And look, after this series, the Mets are going to be playing Los Angeles at home. Woo! That's going to be, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Polanco's up right now. He is the first pitch to Polanco. Strike one. This guy's looking at strikes all game long. I bet you Piazza would see something and alert the pitching coaches. What can we say, Ram Jam? Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. 0-1. That's going to miss low, 1 ball and 1 strike right now. Look, I would love if the Mets could get a Scooby. You know, I think that's like the only proven ace that's out there. Free agent-wise. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt, 2-1. But I don't think you should try to get Scooby this year. Trade for Scooby for what? Only way I would trade for Scooby is if I could guarantee get him an extension. But I don't see that happening now. So I wouldn't necessarily trade for Scooby now. Unless they're going to give him away for free. But I ain't going to give up a ton for him. Polanco grounds it to the shortstop. 2 outs. TikTok said, your behavior is not in line with our policies and may result in gifting suspension. Jared, what behavior? Reason, repeated or prolonged actions that lack sustained engagement. It's like TikTok wants me to be non-stop. I mean, that makes absolutely no sense. Jared Young swings at the first pitch, grounds it. And that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning, folks. We are going now to the bottom of the 6th inning. And it's still a 5-1 game right now. Look, folks, I mean, there's not much we can say about this Mets team. There's really not much we can say. I mean, my biggest frustration is just Freddie Peralta, man. I am tired of watching this guy pitch. I keep on doing it because, you know, I want to watch the Mets play. But it is very frustrating watching him pitch. And the Philadelphia Phillies get 1 run back. And now they lead the game 5-3, the Phillies do. So it was 4-0 Dodgers cut it to 4-3. Now the Phillies lead 5-3. Look, folks, if you are on YouTube right now, I want to thank all of you for being here, for representing. I ask you to like, to subscribe on this channel. Continue to help this channel grow. We are at 853 subs. I'm trying to get to 1K before this month finishes in the next 11 days. It's not easy, but it is possible. And without a doubt, I ask all of you for help. So I encourage you all, like, share, subscribe. And yeah, let's make it happen, folks. Let us make it happen. But yeah, without a doubt, I mean, this Mets team is extremely, extremely hard to watch. And look, what I can say that I'm looking forward to seeing, I guess I'm looking forward to the trade deadline coming to an end, to see a bunch of people be gone. I'm looking forward to that. Especially the people that have just been bad. Like, I'm looking forward to that. And with that, I'm looking forward to some young guys coming up for the Mets. I'm really curious about the young people that are going to come up. I would like to see Jack Wenninger come up. Peralta's first pitch is going to be a ball. Like, a game like this, Peralta, he's in the 6th inning right now. This means absolutely nothing to me. Oh, Freddie Peralta went 6. I don't care. It means nothing. 1-0. Grounded, foul. A game like this means 0 to me, if he's able to get it. And the Mets are most likely punting the game because they got Xavier and Curry in the bullpen. With all respect. With all respect to Xavier and Curry. 1-1. Way outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Man, Freddie Peralta, man. I heard so many good things about Freddie Peralta. 2-1. Strike 2. It's not even pitching-wise. Forget about pitching. I heard he was okay. I didn't hear he's this dominant force, but, you know, he's okay. But I heard he was just a good guy that brought clubhouses together. And, look, I'm not in the clubhouse. I don't know everything, but it just hasn't worked out for him here. 2-2. That's hit well to center field, but Robert Jr. is there, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. It just has not worked for Freddie Peralta. Just hasn't. Between the innings, they had the greatest race in baseball with the, I forgot what are the name of those people in Milwaukee, that race that they do, but it's pretty funny. It's definitely funny, that race that they do there. But yeah, folks, look, Peralta throws the pitch there. 1 ball and no strikes right now. 1-0 is the count right now. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. That's going to miss low. 2 balls and no strikes. Peralta's now up to 97 pitches. Oh, my bad. He's up to 98 pitches. Let me fix that. 98 pitches. His 99th pitch is coming right now. Here's the pitch. It's going to be in there. Strike 1, 2 balls, and 1 strike. So his 100th pitch is just about to come right now. Red Sox and Orioles are still tied at 5 apiece in the 8th, bottom 8th. That's going to miss low, 3 balls, and 1 strike. I mean, look, this is all you have to know about Freddie Peralta. He is facing the 7th hitter. You are facing the 7th hitter in the lineup. 3-1. And he just walked him. You're facing the 7th hitter in the lineup. And you're trying to get him to chase. You don't even go after the 7th hitter in a lineup. That's how unconfident I believe Freddie Peralta is in his pitching. Now, again, I didn't watch Freddie Peralta pitch that much last year. Almost never. But for me, seeing Freddie Peralta, he's just not confident in his stuff, in my opinion. 1-1. Another ball. His last 6 pitches, 5 of them have been balls. I mean, we're talking about, you're facing a rookie right now who hit his first career major league home run off of you, had a single in his last at-bat, and let's see what's the next pitch, the 1-1, 1-0. You not even close, 2-0. I mean, it's really bad for Freddie Peralta, man. Can he get a ground ball double play and get out of this? Yeah, he can, but it's just really bad for Freddie Peralta, folks. Really, really bad. Him being in the 6th inning means absolutely nothing to me. Means nothing. Absolutely nothing. 2-0. Strike one. Pickoff attempt at first. Almost got him at first. Alvarez tried to pick off from home, but wasn't able to get him. Nice throw, though, but wasn't able to get him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Peralta's already up to 104 pitches right now. Up to 104 pitches. Two balls, 1 strike. Pickoff attempt, and he's going to get back in there, and he's going to be safe. And the crowd boos right now. The crowd boos in Milwaukee because, I mean, they trying to see this game keep going. But 2 pickoff attempts in a row, 1 from the catcher, now 1 from Peralta himself. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Hit, foul. And the hitter helped out Peralta there because he swung at ball 3. First big league home run again for this hitter. Unbelievable. We hear that type of thing a lot. Mets pitchers giving up their first big league home run to rookies. I mean, the Mets pitchers giving up home runs, the rookies' first home runs to them. 2-2, ball 3. It's a full count right now. If Peralta walks Pratt, the 8th hitter, which you just can't make this up, man. You facing the 8th hitter, a rookie, and you can't even throw strikes to him. You just can't make it up, folks. You can't. It's a full count right now. 3 balls and 2 strikes right now. 3-2 right now. I dope Saucy. Yeah, Freddie's, I'm telling you, I dope. He may be one of the hardest pitchers. Not the hardest, probably full count. And that's line to left center. Soto's not going to get it. And it's going to be first to third. It's going to be a base hit. So how about that? Freddie Peralta faces the 8th hitter, a rookie. And the rookie hits his first career home run, and he gets 2 singles off of him. I mean, you can't even retire a rookie. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, but the Mets are going to have to pay for Skubal in the offseason. They have to. The Mets have no chance. But now with David Stearns, Freddie Peralta's coming out of the game and the crowd's cheering for him. Hey, look, they don't hate him. They will welcome him back. And I'm telling you, folks, I would not be stunned if Peralta went back to the Brewers. When the Mets got Justin Verlander, what did they do? They traded Justin Verlander right back to the Astros. I would not be surprised if the Mets traded Freddie Peralta right back to the Brewers. They would welcome him with warm arms because they would be able to put Freddie Peralta as maybe their 3rd starter, 4th starter. And I think they would bring him back. So, yeah, folks, Freddie Peralta's out of the game. I mean, typical Freddie Peralta. I don't like bashing people, you know. He's a human being. But I'm not talking his character, but just as a pitcher for the New York Mets, he has been one of the hardest pitchers I've ever had to watch, starter. And I had to watch Aaron Heilman, Oliver Perez, even though Oliver Perez showed up in Game 7 of the 2006 NLCS. But, oh my God, man. Freddie Peralta, oh my gosh. Watching him pitch, he was one of, he is one of the hardest, if not the hardest Mets pitcher I've ever had to watch. And I'm telling you, it's really, really disappointing watching him pitch for the New York Mets. Extremely, extremely disappointing. But it is what it is. The Mets are bringing in, I believe, Xavier Curry. Let me see here. They're showing Steve Gelbs. This is how bad you know it is for the Mets. They're showing Steve Gelbs eat a hot dog. and his hands are all filled with mustard. His mouth is all dirty. I mean, like, come on, what are we doing here? The sandwich of champions. All right, here's the first pitch. It's going to be fouled back. We got a Curry in the game. I'm not even sure how to spell his first name, but I believe it's Xavier Curry. I mean, I don't even know how to spell his name, folks. And they're not even showing the game anymore. They're talking to Steve Gell's the booth at the moment. That's how bad it is for the Mets, honestly speaking. Let me see here real fast how I can spell Xavier. Oh yeah, the Phillies now are up 8-3 after almost giving up the lead. The Phillies, they now have themselves an 8-3 lead. So they are definitely good. That's gonna be maybe a 3-run home run. Yep, 3-run home run for the Brewers. Look, once the Mets put this guy in the game, I knew the Mets were punting the game. Come on, man. You put in Xavier Curry in the game. With all respect, man, I'm not trying to disrespect the guy. Please, I'm not trying to disrespect him. But you putting him in the game, you punted the game. You're not trying to win the game anymore. You gave up. You tapped out. You tapped out on the game. Come on, man. So, yeah, I mean, this game's over. Mets are not going to win this game. It's 8-1 right now. Here's the first pitch to Yelich. He's going to hit himself off Lindor. Can Lindor stay with it? He does. He stays with the play, and he's going to get a ground out. That could have been a Lindor second error, but nonetheless, he was able to get that. And again, the Brewers just took 3 runs now with the 7, 8, and 9 hitter. It's an absolute joke. It's laughable. It's hard to watch. Strike one. Let me see here. Let's see here. That's going to miss high. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Xavier Curry, he is up to 5 pitches in his outing. Curry is good. I mean, Curry's cool. 1-1. That's going to be a ball. 2-1. Look, I'm sorry. Putting Xavier Curry in the game, it's the Mets saying we're tapping out. We're not trying to win the game anymore. Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing here? Here's a 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Yeah. And the thing is, Peralta, 7 runs. 2 of those runs went to Peralta. Freddie Peralta, man. Damn, yo. I feel for Peralta, man. 3-1. Strike 2. Full count. Turner 2-run home run. All right. From Star Wars. I know Star Wars got a little worried when the Dodgers made it 4-3 and they had the bases loaded. I think this is the worst Mets team I've seen as a Mets fan, and I've been a fan for over a decade. 3-2. Ball 4. Nice pitch there. Curry's been okay in his first few outings, but it doesn't change the fact that he's just not an established pitcher. It just doesn't change the fact of that. You know? He's not an established pitcher. You know. What can we say, though, folks? It's all good. This is what the Mets have been all year long. All year long. Bryce Terang is up right now. Here is the first pitch to him. Strike 1. Bryce Terang is 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI double. We have a good game. Yeah, it's a good game there. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. That's going to be fouled away, and it is going to be now 0-2. New York Mets fan is here. I'm telling you, New York Mets fan. Ah, boy. I just really want Freddie Peralta to be gone. It just didn't work out. It's just as simple as that. And I'm going to be honest with you. He may go back to Milwaukee. 0-2. Misses. 1-2 strikes. Freddie Peralta, with the way that they just cheered for him, I don't know what the Brewers are going to give to the Mets that the Mets will want, but Freddie Peralta very well could go back to the Brewers. All jokes aside. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Strike 3. We're going to the 7th inning. I think the Peralta trade will happen very soon. 100%. 100%. The only bad thing is that, Freddie a good dude, but he needs to go. 100%. He is a good dude. I got nothing bad to say about him as a person. That would be unfair. He's just been really bad, man. Really bad. Let me go to his stat line. Again, Freddie Peralta. Because, again, 2 of those runs were earned to him. Freddie Peralta, trying to go 6 innings, he couldn't retire the 7th or 8th hitter. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. It's a joke. So, Freddie Peralta, 5 1/3 inning. 2 home runs. His ERA now this season is 5.01. He's giving up 5 runs a game. You can't win like that. You can't. It's impossible. Especially with this offense. But the problem is most times he's facing aces. You can't win like that. Peralta, 6 Ks, 2 home runs, 2 walks, 7 earned runs, 8 hits in 5 1/3 innings. It's an absolute atrocity watching him pitch. It is absolutely atrocious. Watching him pitch. And you would think, pitchers go through slumps. It's just been bad from day one with the Mets. Bad from day one, in my opinion. From day one, when the season started, he's just been bad. And look, it's tough to see, it's tough to stomach, but when you decide to be a Mets fan, you expose yourself to this stuff. Trey Turner homer again. Wow. Jarrett, where do you think Freddie Peralta goes? Stephen Curry, where do you think Freddie Peralta goes? A part of me low-key thinks he could go now to the Brewers. Serious. I think they would, welcome him back. Sox about to win 14, huh? Strike 1 to Robert Jr. Brewers going to give the Mets a beer mug for Peralta. Ram Jam, and the Mets are going to say, damn, yo. 0-1. Can you make sure that the mug is at least 2 liters big? and that's all the Mets are going to get. Oh, my God. Francisco Lindor says Sox about to win the 14th in a row. Wow. Let me take a look at the score there. Here's the 1-1. That's going to miss. 2 balls and 1 strike right now. Yeah, the Red Sox are up 6-5. I'm going to actually do a split screen on that real fast. Look, I've been waiting for the Mets to do what the Red Sox have been doing. I've been waiting for them to do it. Robert Jr. fouls that away 2-2. I think the Red Sox may have just given up the lead, though. No, Chapman gave up a double, so it's 6-5. And Robert Jr. hits a line drive right to the third baseman. Hit it really hard, but that's going to be the first out of the inning. So the Red Sox right now, it's 6-5. In the 9th, Chapman is pitching, and the Orioles have runners at 2nd and 3rd. 2nd and 3rd. Cubs or Brewers is perfect landing spot for him. They both desperate for pitching right now. What do you think the Mets could get for him, Jarrett? Phillies, Dodgers is going to be a good series. I agree. Brett Beatty takes a strike. 0 for 2 in the game. Let's see if the Orioles can get some dramatic wins. But Chapman's first pitch is going to be fouled. That's going to be fouled. No, Chapman's second pitch. So it's 0-2 right now. 0-2 for Brett Beatty, but also 0-2 Chapman as he's trying to get the 14th win in a row for the Red Sox. Bryce Harper just hit a home run. And Chapman! Oh Oh, what a play by the shortstop. The Red Sox win their 14th game in a row. And Brett Beatty strikes out. Wow. But Bryce Harper just hit a home run for the Phillies right now. The way I have my screen, I have the Mets on the left and the Phillies and the Red Sox on the right, split screen. So the Phillies now lead 9-4. The Red Sox have won 14 games in a row. Can we get a repeat of 86-69? Mets win. Oh, my gosh, man. What a play, right? I'm telling you. Oh, boy. Here's Alvarez up right now. Alvarez first pitch he's going to see. It is going to be a strike. What a play. I agree. 305 Mad Love is here. Let's go Mets. We got Cassandra's here as well. Jarrett, New York Mets fan. Jarrett. Yes, Star Wars. Bryce Harper hit a home run right now. Here's Alvarez now. And Alvarez, did he swing? Nope. He's going to take that. It's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. Man, how about the Red Sox? The Red Sox have won 14 games in a row. Unbelievable. 1-1 pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. I mean, the Red Sox with that win, they are now 51-48. And if I'm not mistaken, they own a wild card spot. And the Baltimore Orioles were actually on a 7-game winning streak as well. 2-1. Alvarez fouls that away. 2-2. The Red Sox, if I'm not mistaken, the Red Sox have a lead for the 3rd wild card spot. So I've been hoping so badly that what happened to the Red Sox can happen to the Mets, but it's just like, damn. 2-2 pitch to Alvarez. He's going to take low. It's a full count right now. Phillies are definitely hot right now. Definitely they are hot with the bats right now. Very, very hot. They are on fire. All right, here is the 3-2 pitch, strike 3. Alvarez strikes out. We're going to the stretch. 7th inning stretch time right now. 8-1 Milwaukee. The fact that I'm still watching this game it's crazy, but what can I say, folks? We are here right now, and yeah, when it rains, it pours. As a Met fan, it rains, it pours. It is just hard watching this team play baseball. But I'm going to keep the split screens going. Man, how about the Red Sox, man? How about the Red Sox? What they are doing is just impressive, man. 14-game win streak. That's impressive. Absolutely impressive what they are doing. Absolutely impressive what the Red Sox are doing. Having won 14 in a row right now. 14 games in a row for the Red Sox. And I'm telling you, what they are doing, what they are doing is pretty impressive. And the Tampa Bay Rays, they are on a 5-game losing streak themselves. See, that's the thing about baseball. Baseball, things like that happen where, you play teams and you have moments where a team just goes through a bad stretch, but we've seen so many bad stretches for the Mets. But ask us, what good stretch of baseball have we seen for the Mets this year? I'm going to take a look at the Mets schedule right now. And I'm going to tell you sincerely what has been the best stretch of baseball for the Mets this season. The best stretch of baseball for the Mets this season, first I'm going to start with the beginning of the season. The Mets were 7-4. They won the series versus the Pirates, but then they lost the series to the Cardinals. They were 3-3. Then they took 3 out of 4 from the Giants. They were 6-4. Then they beat the Diamondbacks. They were 7-4. And from 7-4, the Mets went to 7-16. But then after that, after 7-16, they won the series versus. Here's the first pitch from Curry, 1-0. The Mets won the series versus the Minnesota Twins. Then they got swept by the Colorado Rockies. Just makes no sense, man. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul, 1-1. The Mets' best stretch of the year was probably in May. In May, the Mets started off the month. Okay, in May, the Mets started off the month. Let's see, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2. Misses high, 2-1. The Mets were okay, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 5-2, 5-4, 5-4, 2-1. Popped up. Jared Young is there to make the play. One away. So 5-4, 8-4, 8-5, 10-5. That may have been the Mets' best stretch of the season. The Mets' best stretch of the season was probably when they started off May, and for the first 16 games, they were 11-5. That's their best stretch. After that 11-5, they ended up losing. Let's see there. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They ended up losing 7 out of 8. But then they won 4 in a row. But then they went on another losing streak. And the Mets this year, they have a 12-game losing streak, 1-0, strike 1. The Mets this year have a 12-game losing streak, a 7-game losing streak, and a 5-game losing streak. Add those up. We're talking about 24 games in a row in 3 separate streaks. You just can't be good like that. You just can't be. 2-1. You like sports? Star Wars. What do you mean Star Wars? And Yankees and Phillies going to be good. Yeah, that's definitely probably I would consider. But I would probably do the Mets with Dodgers, even though that's probably going to be a blowout. But I think I may do the Mets versus Dodgers. Here's the 2-1 pitch right now. That's hit towards left field. Soto is there, though. And he's going to make the first out or the second out. 2 outs. Wednesday night, Cubs and Tigers. All right. How you feeling about Holmes? He's definitely going to tax them, I feel like, for the extension. Look, I like Clay Holmes. His injury is not his fault because he got hit with the ball. So it wasn't like he wasn't taking care of himself. So I like Clay Holmes, but I don't think the Mets, strike 1, the Mets cannot afford to overpay for him and pay him like he's an ace or even a second starter. I don't think that the Mets should do that. If it's a deal for like 15 a year, 0-1, maybe 20 million a year, okay. But I don't think you can give him no 25 like a Manaya type deal. Even though he's earned it, but I don't think you could give him that. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses outside, 2-1. Time to hang up the jersey. Haven't lost since the 1st of July. The Red Sox, right? That's incredible, Francisco Lindor. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Strike 2. I mean, it was a ball, but the umpire does call it a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's the count right now. So, yeah, that's the Mets' best stretch of the year. Best stretch of the year for the Mets has been that. They started off May, and they went in the first 16 games, they went 11-5. 2-2. Misses outside. Full count. During the Mets losing streak, I want to see where attendance was at for the team. 3-2. That's going to be fouled in the air. Going to get out of play. During the Mets losing streak against the Twins, I went to Citi Field for one of those games, and it's showing that there was 32,000 people in attendance. I'm telling you, I don't remember it being that much. I do not remember it being that much. I do not remember it being that much. 32,000 in Citi Field that night. Maybe people brought those tickets, but they didn't show up. That's going to be fouled away again. We're going to get our first 1-2-3 inning. What do you mean? Nah, Peralta got a 1-2-3 inning, but at this point, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Here's a 3-2 pitch right now from Curry to Vaughn. That's hit well to right field. A.J. Ewing's not going to get that. It's off the wall. Good carom. Nice throw to second base, but he's going to be safe with a double right there. That ball was hit really, really well. Yeah, A.J. Ewing was not going to get that one. That ball was hit really, really well. Yeah, this one was hit really, really good. Ball was hit really, really well. Phillies have so many fans. They do. Fans did a good job for the, for the All-Star game. They made it a little bit more exciting. A little bit. But here's the first pitch. Ball one from Xavier Curry. Jake Bauers is up right now. Let's see the pitch as it's about to come right now. 1-0. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Look, and I say this with all respect for Curry. I don't want to disrespect the person. But the Mets have a payroll of $380 million, and they have Xavier Curry as pitching from the bullpen for them. 2-1. Two-one. 2-1 pitch right now. Strike two. 2 balls and 1 strike right now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Since the first inning, this game has already been ugly because the Brewers got 2 early runs off of Freddie Peralta. The following inning, they followed that up with, 1 more? And then the third, misses outside 3-2. Oh, my bad. I ended up, let me undo that. It's going to be full count. So, yeah, in the first inning, let me just put the box score here real fast. In the first inning, the Brewers got themselves a lead early. Let's see the 3-2 pitch right now. Here it is. Strike 3. That's going to end the inning. So we are going to be going now to the 8th inning. So you see it there. Freddie Peralta pitched this game. He was facing Mizorowski. The Mets got 1 run off of him. But again, as we always say, Freddie Peralta, he doesn't give the Mets a chance to win games. He doesn't. For people that say, oh, the Mets offense has to be better, I'm not going to sit here and disagree. But when your ace, quote unquote, even though he's not an ace, he's not. He's not even a 4th pitcher right now, in my opinion. Not even a 4th pitcher. But when your supposed ace in the first inning, he's given up 2 runs. You got to bear down, and that's it. But he decides, nope, in the second, we're going to give up 1 more. Third inning, we're going to give up 1 more. But the 4th and 5th, he goes scoreless. But in the 6th, he's trying to go 6 innings, Peralta. And he's facing not even the heart of the lineup. That's what just confuses me so much. It makes me confused. Like, how does that happen? He's facing the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. He gets the 6th hitter. 7th hitter, he walks him. The 8th hitter, a rookie, which he didn't retire him all night. The rookie hit in his first at-bat, first major league home run. Second at-bat, base hit. Third at-bat, again, he couldn't retire him, base hit. First and third. And then they put in, what's his name? They put in, Xavier Curry, which, for me, once I saw him coming in the game, I don't even care he's been good for the Mets. Once I saw that he was coming in the game, I knew that he was I knew that the mental punting on the game, and he gave up a 3-run home run, 8-1 right now. Think we waited too long to fire Mendoza. I agree that the Mets waited too long to fire Mendoza, but look, Mendoza's been gone, and it hasn't stopped Freddie Peralta from sucking. Freddie Peralta's just been bad. Sean Manaea, he's had some okay moments, but when players suck, you can change the manager. And damn, I don't even want to say that. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Let me not even say players are suck. Let me not say that. When players are underperforming, that's the proper way to say it. When players are underperforming, 1-1. What can you say about that? What can you say about that? There's not much you can say because these players have just been bad. And with a trade deadline right there, I mean, what else? You just got to trade them. 2-1. Grounded foul. I mean, keeping at this rate, look, you got to trade Freddie Peralta, man. I don't know why Freddie Peralta like giving up runs, bruh. Red Sox did it. Yup, 14 wins in a row for the Red Sox. Here's a 2-2 pitch right now to A.J. Ewan. Strike 3. He's going to challenge that, and I think he's going to win the challenge. Nah, he's going to win that, Keith. Come on, Keith. He's going to win the challenge. I don't think I'm wrong, Keith. Come on. Let's see. Yep, he wins the challenge. Come on, Keith. Keith said he's going to lose the challenge. 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes right now. I've been hoping that what the Red Sox are doing now, the Mets could find a way to do it. But 3-2. Strike 3. But A.J. Ewan swings that ball 4. My goodness, man. McCullers Jr. I don't even know who McCullers Jr. is. He's retired 7 in a row. Let me see who this guy McCullers is. I don't even know who McCullers is, honestly speaking. But he's retired 7 in a row. He came from excuse me. He came from the Astros. Soto takes a ball inside. 1 ball and no strike right now. McCullers, look. McCullers coming into this. I think he was traded recently. He was having a really, really bad season with the Astros. 1-0. Soto takes a ball low. 2-0. McCullers coming into this. He had a... McCullers had a, a 6.836 ERA coming into this game. 2-0. 3-0. 6.86. And he's retired 7 in a row. Here's a 3-0 pitch right now. Strike 1 to Soto. RB says, oh, what happened? I stepped away for a bit. Dang. RB, what happened is Freddie Peralta. It was 5-1. Freddie Peralta got into the 6th, trying to get 6. 3-1. Ball 4. Soto's going to draw a walk. Peralta trying to go 6, which for me meant nothing. He gets the 6th hitter, but he faces the 7th and 8th hitter. Walks the 7th hitter. The 8th hitter, a rookie, once again, can't retire him. 1st and 3rd. Mets put Xavier Curry in, which, with all due respect, once I saw him come in the game, I knew that the Mets were punting. He threw a hanger, 3-run home run. Strike 1 to Bo Bichette. So, yeah. I want Peralta and Sproat switch back. I'm telling you. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. Strike 2 to Bichette. Yeah, Phillies are up right now 10-4. What's going on, J-Lo? How you doing? Hope all is well. Appreciate you sending the heart as well. Maybe when the series is over, they'll leave Peralta in Milwaukee. New York Mets fan, I'm telling you, it's a perfect time to make a trade. All jokes aside. 0-2, Bichette slices it to right field. That's going to land fair and bounce over the corner. Soto's going to go to 3rd, and Bichette is going to have himself opposite field double. So the Mets have right now, they have themselves Second and third right now with one out. Look, TikTok just said this behavior is not in line with our policies. Gifting is suspended in this live. The reason, repeated or prolonged actions that lack sustained engagement. I mean, TikTok, what are we doing, TikTok? I just don't understand. What are they talking about? And look, at this point, if I don't even know if the Mets would want Brandon Sproat back. And the Mets are gonna face Brandon Sproat in this game. J-Lo, I'm telling you, I don't understand what I be doing on TikTok, but this whole live stream, I've been getting this, and it's just been unbelievable. In fairness, I think Pratt is more than just a rookie from Tommy Herron. All right, look, he's a big league player. Look, I'm just, in an extent, I'm just frustrated with Peralta. That's the frustration, because he's a big league player. Even though he's a rookie, he's a big leaguer. He's in the major leagues. So, Tommy, I appreciate you putting that comment. It's just my frustration towards Peralta. First pitch to Lindor is way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. So yeah, absolutely frustrated with Peralta that, he doesn't give the Mets a chance to win. He just doesn't. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Lindor grounds it to the first baseman. It's going to get a run in, but it's going to be a ground out. And Soto's going to be able to score, and they're going to have a runner advance. So it's now 8-2. 8-2 right now. So I think Mets are not bringing Peralta back. You can't bring him back. So yeah, look, again, I know that Peralta's facing big league lineups, but it's just like, geez, man, like, you can't. I get it. There's days you don't have your stuff, but it's like giving up 7 runs, 5. You don't give a chance to your team. Strike one to Polanco, Polanco's been looking at pitches all game long. All game long. Since his first at bat, he's not swinging the bat. I mean, I don't understand what's up with him. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. 0-1-1. It's not easy, folks. But, yeah. You get a home run, Star Wars. What do you mean I get a home run? What do you mean, Star Wars, I get a home run? Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. In the dirt, 2 balls and 1 strike right now. Star Wars, I should have did the Phillies game and Mets game yesterday. Nah, I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to do the Mets and Phillies game. Star Wars is a Phillies fan, so he's going hard representing for the Phillies. Here's the 2-1 pitch right now. That is going to be a base hit for Polanco. So Polanco is able to drive in a run right there. And the Mets now lead it through 8. The Mets trail 8-3 right now. Is there someone else in the farm worth bringing up? Tommy Herron. Look, I honestly, I think Jack Wenninger, I don't know how he's been doing lately, but I think Jack Wenninger, he throws like 100. I think you got to give this guy a shot. Why not? Oh, first pitch to Jarrett Young is going to be a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Let me check how Jack Wenninger is doing. I'm going to take a quick look at that. Jack Wenninger, New York Mets. Let me see there. So, okay, Jack Wenninger. I don't know if he's even injured. Is he injured for the Mets? Is he injured? Let me take a quick look real fast. So, his stats. Jack Wenninger, look, he hasn't been great. He's 4-5. His ERA is 3.50. He hasn't been great, but earlier in the year, we were talking about Jack Wenninger probably coming up. So, I would think that he is going to get an opportunity. I would think. Hale got a home run. I mean, it's a home run derby, as you said, Star Wars. 1-0, 2-0, 2 balls and no strikes. So, the Mets are trying to make it a little bit interesting right now. A little bit interesting. Let's see if they can do that. Let's see. 2-0 pitch. Strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike right now to Jared Young. Phillies cooked the Dodgers tonight. Yeah, it got close. It was 4-0. Dodgers came back, made it 4-3, and they had a chance to take the lead. But the Phillies, they turned up again. 2-1 pitch. 3-1, way outside. If he walks this hitter, 100% you're going to have to take him out. 100% you're going to have to take him out. And Tommy, how long you been a Mets fan? I've been a Mets fan since 1998. Arguably, I'm born in the Bronx, New York. I'm going to continue after this. 3-1. Jared Young swings and misses, so the runner's going to get a head start. People ask me, why are you a Mets fan if you're born in the Bronx? Mike Piazza. 1998, the Mets traded for Mike Piazza, and Mike Piazza is my favorite player of all time. My favorite Met, only Met of all time. I'm going to tell you after this pitch right here. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Young. Young grounds it to the second baseman, so that's going to do it. So we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning right now. Yankees win 8-5. The Yankees win. But yeah, look, my favorite Met of all time is David Wright. Without a doubt. I mean, David Wright. I am a huge David Wright fan. I'm so frustrated that he just couldn't stay healthy. But I'm a massive David Wright fan. But yeah, I became a Mets fan because of Mike Piazza. And you know what frustrated me as well? In 2006, Mike Piazza's last season with the Mets was Mike Piazza's last season for the Mets was 2005. That where they struggled a little bit was the year they got Pedro Martinez, but the next season, the Mets made some incredible moves and became a contender, and Mike Piazza wasn't on that team, and that hurt me a lot. Tommy says, oh, actually a Brewers fan. I'm stuck on a plane trying to keep up with the game. All right, Tommy Herron. Shout out to you. I know you 100% hype that the Brewers are up right now. They're up 8-3. Freddie Peralta pitched. He was not good. Mizorowski pitched the first 4 innings, and they took him out. I believe that the word, not injury, he didn't pitch for 13 days, and the word was that they're going to try to build him up again, so they didn't push him in this game because they want to have him healthy. So now, Tommy, the fans really cheered strong for Freddie Peralta. Would you take Freddie Peralta back if the Mets wanted to trade him to back to Milwaukee? Would you take him back? Or would you say no? And if you say yes, what do you think that they should give up, the Brewers? Who do you think the Brewers should give up for, for that trade? I'm done. Trey Turner, he always gives errors. What, there's another error from Trey Turner? My goodness. Freddie Peralta for Sproat, head up. Bruh, can you imagine that? Xavier Curry still in the game, folks. Here's his first pitch right now. It's going to be a strike, but, I mean, it was a ball, but the umpire does call it a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now to the 8-hitter Pratt. Misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike right now. I wouldn't be surprised if the Mets did that trade, though, because Freddie Peralta, but I don't think the Brewers would do that trade. Why would you give him up, 1-1 pitch? Misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Why would you give up Sproat where they have control over Sproat? And let me take a quick look at Sproat's numbers. I'm actually curious about Sproat's numbers. He's going to pitch in this series versus the Mets. 2-1, swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. Wow, so the Dodgers are making it a little interesting right now. It's 10-7 now. The Dodgers are making it interesting. I needed some water big time. All right, let me check Brandon Sproat's numbers. Brandon Sproat, if I'm not mistaken, he's going to be pitching. Is it tomorrow or... That's going to be hit pretty well towards right field, right center. But Robert Jr. is there. He's going to retire Pratt for the first time tonight. All right, so Tuesday, tomorrow, the Mets are going to have, what's his name? They are going to have, if I'm not mistaken, Zach Thornton. Yep, Zach Thornton versus Brandon Sproat tomorrow. Brandon Sproat. Brandon Sproat, he's 3-4. His ERA is 5.16. I mean, he hasn't been good for the Brewers. Let's just keep it at that. You know, he hasn't been good for them. That's going to be a ball right there. Brandon Sproat hasn't been good for the Brewers. He hasn't. You know, he started off the season. His first start, he went only 3 innings, gave up 7 runs. His first 3 starts, he only pitched into the 4th inning. 3 innings, pretty much. His next start, he went 6 2/3 versus the Blue Jays. 5 1/3, 4 1/3, 4 innings, 5 1/3, 4 2/3, 4 1/3. Yeah, look, Brandon Sproat, his numbers, he has not been good this year, folks. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 1-2. Sproat has not been good. Sproat, it's safe to say Sproat and what you talk about and Peralta have been pretty even this season. Pretty even. Pretty even. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. That's going to be served to right field. A.J. Ewing's going back on it. He's going to make that play. That is going to be the second out of the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's see. Let's see here right now. Okay. Okay, wait. Yeah, I think Hook can fix anyone. Look, Tommy, the Mets will trade Freddie Peralta. It's going to happen. I think they should do it with the Brewers or the Cubs even. Strike 1 to Christian Yelich. Brewers or Cubs, Jared, I agree with that. I just don't know if I'm the Mets if I even want Sproat back, honestly speaking. Just being honest. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. Strike 2. I mean, it was a ball, but the umpire keeps calling them strikes, and nobody's challenging. O2 grounded to Jared Young. Fields it cleanly. That's going to retire it. Look, folks, we are going now to the 9th inning. We're going to the 9th inning. The Mets are going to have Robert Jr., Beatty, and Alvarez up. So let's see, folks, how this game is going to end. And, yeah, look, the Phillies, it was a 10-4 game, but now it's 10-7, but that's a strikeout right there. And now the Phillies are 1 out away from winning the first game of that series. 1 out away for the Phillies. We still got J-Lo here. Jared, New York Mets fan. Junior is also here. We got a lot of people with us on YouTube. On YouTube today, right now we have, 15 people with us on YouTube. But throughout the whole live, we've had close to 700 people join us on YouTube. So 100% shout out for all of you. And I encourage you all, like, share, subscribe. Continue to help this channel grow. On YouTube, we are still at 853 subs. We are 147 away from hitting 1K. And I'm pushing to hit that 1K mark. The Phillies are going to be making a change right now. And I think they're going to be bringing in Duran. Yep, the Phillies will be bringing in Duran. He is going to be coming in to try to get the last out of the game. Some other scores around the MLB. Dodgers, Phillies, again, 10-7. Mets, Brewers, 8-3. Brewers are up. Giants and Royals are tied in the bottom of the 9th. It's 3-3. And the Royals are going to have a chance to walk it off. The White Sox are up 5-2 over the Rangers. Tigers are up 4-3 over the Cubs. Astros are up 7-4 over the Marlins. Nationals are up 4-3 over the Rockies. Athletics are all up 1-0 versus the Diamondbacks. Reds and Mariners are scoreless. And Cardinals, Angels, they are also scoreless. Yep, Duran is going to be pitching. And let's see if he can be able to close the game out, finish the deal. So, look, folks, this is what's happened today in the game. Brewers got off to a quick start off Freddie Peralta, and, you know, he never gave the Mets a chance, man. And I just got to keep emphasizing that. Right now, the Brewers have pitcher named Anderson in. First pitch is going to be hit hard, and that's going to go foul. So that was the second pitch, actually. So it's now an 0-2 count right now. 0-2 is the count at the moment. Robert Jr. Brewers have Anderson in right now. And again, Luis Robert Jr. came back today from the injury list. No Carson Bench in this game. No Carson Bench. 0-2. And Robert Jr., not even competitive. He strikes out on 3 pitches. Not even competitive. He just strikes out on 3 pitches. I mean, I hate at-bats like that so badly. I hate at-bats when hitters go up there and they are just not competitive at all. My goodness. Brett Beatty, swing at the first pitch, fouls it back, strike 1. Strike 1 right there. Those at-bats heavily, I mean, they heavily upset me when you go up there and you just fast. You just go sit down. 0-1 pitch. Brett Beatty fouls that away, or is that going to stay in play? Nope. So Brett Beatty's in danger of doing exactly what happened with Robert Jr. You know, the Mets are in danger of having a streak come to an end. They've hit at least 1 home run in their last 13 road games, and they haven't hit any home run. I mean, I don't even care about that streak because that streak has nothing about them winning. 0-2 pitch right now. Beatty sits down. I mean, you just got to laugh at that stuff. Like, they're showing 2 Met fans there in Milwaukee. I mean, you're facing the pitcher Anderson. He's thrown 6 pitches. He's got 2 strikeouts. I mean, like, I'm sorry. When I see that, it just makes me feel that the players they gave in. They just tapped out. Like, to strike out that easily, that is one of the most frustrating things to see as a baseball fan, because it's just so ridiculous to see, honestly speaking. Alvarez is up now. First pitch to him. He's going to take a ball outside. 1 ball and no strikes right now. 1 ball and no strikes right now. Phillies win from Seth. 1-0. Alvarez takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike right now. Look, the Mets, I just hope the Mets don't get swept in Milwaukee. They don't win in this place. They don't win here. Last time they won here, 2-1, 1-1. Strike 2, strike away from this being the striking out of the side and the game over. The Mets, the last time the Mets that I remember the Mets winning here and being competitive here was when they played the Brewers in the playoffs. 1-2 pitch. Alvarez takes low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mets have the top of the order next. Here's the 2-2 pitch right now. From Anderson to Alvarez, ball 3. It's a full count right now. The Brewers are going to challenge that. There's no way they're going to win this. Brewers are not going to win this challenge right now. Close, but yeah, it wasn't a strike. Yeah, it was ball 3. Full count. 3-2 right now, folks. Here's the 3-2 pitch right now. Did Alvarez go? He did not swing, so Alvarez is going to draw a walk right there. It's really nice to see Alvarez check his swing there. It was nice to see that. Phillies won. You already know Star Wars. They did a really good job of holding on to the lead. Really good job for the Phillies to hold on. So, look, A.J. Ewing is going to hit right now. A.J. Ewing's 0 for 3. He's hitting .272 on the season, though. 7 home runs, 25 RBIs. For a rookie season, it's solid. His OPS is .772. Here's the first pitch coming up to A.J. Ewing right now. Here it is. Strike 1. Alvarez on defensive indifference. He moves up to second base. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. In low, 1 ball and 1 strike right now. 1-1 right now is the count. Juan Soto's on deck. After Soto, if the Mets can continue it, it would be Bichette. It would be then Lindor. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. A.J. Ewing swings at a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mets are down to their last strike in this game. Down to the last strike. The Brewers are trying to get themselves a win in the first game of this series. And the Brewers would move, I believe, to 63-37. 1-2. Strike 3. Game's over. This one ends like that. And the Mets, look, Milwaukee is a house of horrors for the New York Mets. And this is just the reality of this team. This is just how they've been playing baseball. This is what they've been. The Mets have been in Milwaukee. They've been very, very bad. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Game's over, folks. The Brewers win this game 8-3. As you see it there, Brewers got off very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Brewers got 2 in the first off Peralta, 1 in the second, 2 more in the third. They led, and after the Mets had gotten 1 run back, 3-1, all hopes of any rally went away once it became 5-1. And then in the 6th inning, Peralta trying to keep going. The 6th and 7th and 8th hitter, get on. Xavier Curry gives up a 3-run home run. Peralta's finishing line 7 runs. Look, my reaction for this game is going to be similar to a lot of games that Freddie Peralta has pitched for the Mets and most Met games this year. But I'll start with Freddie Peralta. And look, the time for Freddie Peralta to be traded is now. I mean, I think the time for Freddie Peralta to be traded was a while ago. But look, the Mets, I think the Mets should pick up the phone. Or, forgive me, not even pick up the phone. They're with the Brewers. If you want to pick up the phone and call the Cubs, okay. But see with the Brewers. I believe the Brewers will take him back. I believe the Mets need to make a trade because Peralta, once again, I would prefer to have a minor league pitcher that there's no expectation for him and maybe he can surprise you than have somebody that Freddie Peralta, he's just been horrible. In the games that Freddie Peralta pitches, the Mets are 9-12. You can't win like this. You can't win when your ace is averaging 20 pitches an inning, where in the 3rd inning he's already close to 70 pitches. You can't win like that. Oh, but the Mets only got 3 runs. Yeah, the Mets were facing Jacob Mezarowski, and I get it. He only pitched 4 innings. They had innings with the bullpen, but when you get down 5-1, it's not easy, especially when you're playing a good Brewers team. So, and let me give there, Tommy, good talking to you. Best of luck with your streams. Hope you get that 1K. Tommy, it was a pleasure to have you here around. Hope you have safe travels. As you mentioned, you were on a plane. Thank you for being here. Hopefully, I'll see you around. Look, I don't have much reaction in this game. My reaction is just Freddie Peralta. He's just really bad for the Mets. You just got to trade him. You got to. You're not going to extend him. You're not going to let him finish out the rest of the season. For what? For what? Why would you let Freddie Peralta finish out the rest of the season? Realistically, for what? What are you going to let him finish the rest of the season for? It doesn't make sense. So my reaction is, you got to trade Freddie Peralta. It's just as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. I love the Mets. I'll be a Mets fan forever. But I'm telling you, with Freddie Peralta, it is just extremely, extremely hard to watch him pitch. And, I mean, what can we say, folks? Let me update the records. The Mets, with this loss, they are now 42-59 on the season. There's nothing else I can say. Mets, I'm not mad that they only scored 3 runs. They're playing a really good team, but Freddie Peralta, you just got to trade him. It's just as simple as that. Mets play tomorrow, the Brewers, and they're going to have the person that Freddie Peralta was traded for, Brandon Sproat, at least one of the players. Brandon Sproat is going to be facing Zach Thornton. They're going to be playing tomorrow, same place, same time. And then the final game of this series is going to be Wednesday at 2:20 Eastern Time. And then the Mets will have Thursday off, and then they are going to be playing on Friday. Guess who? Against the Los Angeles Dodgers. While we are Met fans, and there's the slogan, you gotta believe, it's not easy to always believe, especially when the Mets have pitchers that we saw last year the problem. We saw last year what the problem was for the Mets. The offense wasn't as good as it was in 2024. But the problem last year was that the pitching was god-awful. And yeah, the Mets got Freddie Peralta, but a year later, once again, the Mets pitching god-awful. Gavin, New York Mets fan, Jared, anybody else that's with me on YouTube, I know we still got some people on YouTube. Thank you all so much for being with me tonight. And look, it's a pleasure to have you all right? I'm going to be getting off of the live stream right now. And I hope all of you have a great rest of your evening. Take care. And again, in the good and the bad,